starting with the presentation. So today what we are going to learn is something very useful. Many of us are sometimes very much choosy about what to eat and what not to eat regards to with being us healthy, for us to be healthy. So today what we are going to explore is satellite diet, which is presented by the read numbers listed here. So what is this diet and what are the other types of diets? We are just going to superficially touch on that. So I hope you all participate and we can make it an interactive session. So the first thing that we are going to understand is what is Rajasic food. Okay. So do you all agree or not that you all need energy to do the daily activities?
Yes.
Yes. Sometimes it's Ramadan and it's summer, so you all are drink. You all need energy. So what do you all do to get energy? What's the two important things that everybody needs? No, not sex. Something that you drink after iftar. What do you drink? Chai. Yes, chai and coffee. So these things are, the basic things that if you're sleepy, you drink chai, you drink coffee, and you feel refreshed. So we understand what's Rajasic food. So Rajasic foods that are there, they stimulate both your body and your mind. They arouse the desires and motivate people in order to conduct their activities enthusiastically. So according to Ayurveda, the individuals who are restless or have too much of work to do, like officers or sportsmen people, so these people are recommended and they're drawn towards Rajasic diet. So the cuisine is fresh, but it is also heavy. As per non-veg food, if you see, you have things like fish, meat, eggs, unsprouted grains, and oil. So these foods basically have too much amount of fat, oil, and ghee. That's how you get so much of energy, and it's a high protein thing, you can say. So, for example of Rajasic food, you can see the images. You have hot spices like chilies and pepper. You have brinjal. You have egg, garlic, radish, tea, coffee, aerated drinks. All these come under Rajasic food. So, what does this food do to your body? So basically, it stimulates your body and your mind, and it also stimulates the body's neurological system. It is said to be energizing and can help you to boost your mental and physical activity. You can stay more active throughout the day if you are on a Rajasic diet. People's mind begin to resemble the qualities of Rajas when they consume excessive amounts of Rajasic food or stick to a diet completely. Okay. However, eating too much of Rajasic food can obviously cause you restlessness and hyperactivity. Excess of anything is not good for you. Okay. So in such a case, what you can do is, if there is too much of Rajasic diet for you, you can always get back to static diet. Now, what is that? Kristen will explain. So, what are the benefits of Rajasic food? It increases energy and stimulation. So it is said to be energizing and can help you to boost your activities. It is believed to provide a quick burst of energy. So this is a quick and easy source of energy for you, and which you need to be active and carry out the activities. Then balancing tamas. So this is another diet, tamasic diet, which we will also be covering. So it is more beneficial than tamasic food, which is associated with lethargy and emotion. So the tamasic food that is there, that causes more laziness. However, this one gives you activities. Then we have mental stimulation. So if you have so much of mental activity going on, of course you are in AEC, so you have a lot of going on. So these foods will help you to keep you calm and keep you goal-oriented. Then enhance circulation. It is also said to be improving your blood circulation, which in turn increases your oxygenation. Now, it is important to know that too much of Rajasic food can lead to negative consequences as well. Now, what are these negative consequences? Restlessness and anxiety. So, it is the food can be overstimulating for you, which can cause anxiety, restlessness, and trouble falling asleep. As you know, too much of caffeine, some people don't fall asleep. I am the opposite. I drink coffee and I sleep immediately. It helps me sleep better. Okay. So there are few exceptions. But then too much of caffeine or excess of such foods don't let you sleep. Then you have imbalance in the doshas. So according to Ayurveda, Vata, Pitta, Kapha make all the three doshas. So Pitta dose can be elevated by such means, and they have the potential to increase aggression and irritation. So it makes you very restless, and it will, if you consume too much of this food, you will get irritated very soon. You will get angry very soon if it is done on a continuous level. Okay, then aggression and irritability, as I said. So that's all from my side. We will further explore the other thing. I now invite Anuj Kumar to give for explaining.
Good day everyone, my name is Anuj Kumar. Okay, so I will be presenting. Actually, I will be talking about tamasic diet. So, is anyone aware about tamasic foods? Anyone? I want everybody's attention, please. Okay. Yes. So, do you know about tamasic food, tamasic diet? Anything? No. So, okay. So, what are tamasic food? Tamasic, yes, tamasic. So, what are tamasic food? Tamasic food gives us the desire to stop. To stop. Slow down and rest, like this person. As you can see, the symptom is laying on, and they put you, this tamasic food put you in a phase where you want to do a particular task, but some power stops you from doing so. For instance, waking up early in the morning, it doesn't happen because laziness hits. According to Ayurveda, the people who consume a lot of tamasic food, it slows down mind functionality. An individual consuming tamasic food is likely to be lazy, and this generates. What do you observe in this picture? Third picture. One person at a time raising your hand. Yes? Growth, okay? Jealousy, beautiful, jealousy. And what else? Insecurity? Yes. Okay. So, and also, if you are consuming a lot of tamasic food, you will have mood swings. Yes, Rashmi. He's consuming a lot of tamasic food, so he has, he's having mood swings. A tamasic person loses calmness and may have longer sleep cycle as usual, than usual. So, are you clear with all our tamasic food? Yes. Okay. So next slide will be about tamasic food effects on our body. How does tamasic food have a dulling effect on our mind? Yes, dulling effect on our mind, lower our resistance to disease, cloud the mind. It means if you consume lot of tamasic food, it will deteriorate your decision making skills and promote negative emotions, and they will stop the flow of good vibes, flow of energy, and produce harmful toxins. So I have a question for all of you. I have a question for all of you. Are you one of those people who hardly ever cook and don't mind eating the previous day's stale food from the fridge? Yes or no? Yes? You eat the previous day's stale food? Okay, no problem. It may be yes. Yes, it may be yes, it may be no. Okay, can I have everybody's attention? Okay. Yes. Do you feel like a pizza or a burger is a quick alternative to a meal? Some may say yes, some may say no, but some who are saying no, they might be consuming more than one pizza, more than one burger. It may happen. So, like in today's age, we say these foods as junk food. But Ayurveda recognized all these foods ages ago and termed them as tamasic food that are not good for us. So tamasic food are those may cause harm to our physical health and mental well-being of a person. You can see the person will feel greedy much. Okay. So are you clear with how they affect our mental functional and physical health and mental well-being? Yes. Is it clear to all of you? Yes. Now the examples. Do you know any examples from your? Before I present my content, I want your. Yes. Red meat, very good. Onion, garlic, very good. From this side, very silent zone. Yes. You don't consume anything. Okay. If you don't consume anything, it will lower your immunity. Good. Now I. Okay. So my turn now. So if you don't consume, you will definitely go weak, lower immunity, And if you consume tamasic food, it will also definitely give you energy, but in a negative sense, negative emotion, block your flow of energy. So examples are red meat from the person from that side, good better, and onion, garlic, puja mishra, I think you. And then pastries. Anybody like pastries?
Yes.
Yes, very good, very good. So don't consume it lot. And alcohol. Alcohol you say yes. Okay.
Everybody like it.
Okay. Now this. Canned food. That are very good, very good. My team also. People who are going to prison, they are also consuming tamasic. Okay. So the tamasic food, the canned food, they are preserved for more than 3 or 4 months. More than 3 or 4 months. It may also hamper your productivity level. And also the frozen food you buy from DMart or any supermarket. Any supermarket. Okay. So it will affect you. So class, I know you are not really interested, but it is very good if you are interested. Hey, listen, I want everyone. Okay, I want everybody attention here. So I would like to conclude my part with a quote by of Sant Kabir Das. जैसे खाए अन्न वैसे हो गए, जैसे पिए पानी वैसे बने, जैसे करे सब वैसे चढ़े. So I think it is very much clear to all of you. So I would thank you so much for mindfully listening to me, and I would like to call upon Miss Fatma and Miss Limbodiawala in Prasad Limbodiawala, sorry for mispronunciation, to present the content on Sattvic diet. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, this is Prasad Limbodiawala and today I'll be speaking about Sattvic diet. It feels so good to be here after a long time. Okay. So before starting, let us first understand the meaning of the word Sattvic. Okay. Sattvic is derived from a Sanskrit word which means pure, harmonious and balanced. Okay. Now how can a food be pure? How is food related to be pure? Anyone? How can food be pure? As we learned, as we saw, the meaning of the word Sattvic is pure, harmonious and balanced. Yes. Fresh, unadulterated, very good. Organic, perfect. So, Sattvic food considered to have calming, nourishing and balanced effects on our body and being, and it is fresh, light and easily digestible. So the foods which are easily digestible, can you name a few of them? Food which is easily digestible. Rice. Fruits, yes. Rice is not easily digestible. Brown rice is digestible. Yeah, wheat, grains. Okay, so these kind of food, yes. Yes, all the grains. Okay, so these food is usually prepared by using minimum processing and cooking. The food which do not really require cooking are included in Sattvic diet, or very minimum amount of food. Okay, because it is believed that if we cook the food, its nutrition value is reduced or degraded. Okay, so it helps to preserve the natural flavors, nutrients and vital energy or prana, which is also called as the ingredients which are there in the food. It is low in saturated fats, cholesterol and artificial additives. Now, what happens if the food is low in cholesterol and artificial additives or any kind of saturated fat? There are no fats in the food. What happens is basically we have a good physical structure. Our health, what do you say? Health is healthy, right? The heart is healthy. And we can also manage our weight. Weight management is also seen if we consume Sattvic. Also, it is called as healing food. Why? Because it is easy to digest. So, when we eat it, our body has to spend less time on digestion and it helps and it spends more time on healing. So, Sattvic food is also called as healing food. Is this clear, everyone? What is Sattvic food? So let us just move ahead. There are 4 principles which are mentioned, or according to Bhagavad Gita, there are these 4 qualities which represent the Sattvic diet. Okay, and the abbreviated form of this is LWPW. Okay, what is abbreviated for? LWPW. The four principles are, the first one is living. If the food is cooked or overcooked, it loses its nutrition, right? So when do you call the food as living? When it directly comes from the farm to your home, without going to any factories. So then it is considered as living food. Okay, nothing processed, packaged or bottled or canned. Okay, so the first principle is living, which is nothing but our food should directly come from farm to our place without going to any kind of factories. Here, second principle is wholesome. The meaning of the word wholesome is it should contain all the nutrients which are good for one's health, right? So our food should be unprocessed and unrefined. Now, by meaning unprocessed, what do we mean by unprocessed food? Which does not go under the process of pasteurization or blanching, etc. You know what is pasteurization? Yes, good, fine. So, some of the examples of wholesome food are whole grain, dates, brown rice. Dates can be a good alternative in the place of sugar, right? And jaggery as well. Plant, like the third principle is plant-based. Our food should be derived from plants and trees, not from animals. So it basically opposes animal diet. Sattvic diet opposes animal diet. No meat, fish or eggs. Okay. Water rich. Our food should be juicy, containing high amounts of water. And there are many foods. For example, if you see tomatoes and apples as well. If you consume 100 grams of apple, 85% of it is water. Same goes with cucumber. If you consume cucumber, out of 100%, 95% is water. So we should involve these kind of water-rich diet, water-rich foods in our diet. Okay. I hope these four principles are clear. What is the abbreviated form of it? Now there are certain laws related to sattvic diet. There are in all 21 laws, but I am only going to explain the first 10 laws. The rest of the laws I'll share a book with you all if you want. It's there in that book. Okay, so the first law is no animal-based food, only eat plants-based food. Okay. Second, no dead foods. Now what do you mean by dead foods here? As I explained what do you mean by living food? Dead foods are processed food or cooked food or overcooked. Don't eat anything that comes packaged, bottled, tinned or canned from a factory such as chips, namkeen, snacks and vinegar. Okay, and eat fresh food that includes all the fresh vegetable, grains and seeds. Okay. No sugar. Such as white sugar, brown sugar, sugar syrup, maple syrup and agave. Use natural sweeteners such as fresh fruits, dates, jaggery, figs and raisins. No white rice. The fourth law says no white rice. Instead, use alternative brown rice. No oils such as mustard oil, coconut oil, palm oil, but instead you can use whole fats such as grated fresh coconut. Okay, soap nuts, etc. Okay, next is no refined fats. That is maida. You know what is maida? Yes. All-purpose flour, right? It is not good for your health. Do you know why? Why is it not good for your health? Because it is made from a starchy part or white part of this wheat grain. It is not wheat as such. It is just a starchy part of the wheat which is not healthy.
It leads to bone deficiency.
Yeah, it leads to bone deficiency. And obesity, causes obesity. Okay? Use whole flours instead of that whole wheat flour. No red chili powder or red chili. Why? Again, people said here because in markets if you buy red chili powder, you see it can be adulterated by food color. Okay? So no. Also, if we do like making at our homes, the chili powder, first we dry the chili. Again, drying is a type of processing. Okay, so we do not appreciate red chili or red chili powder in sattvic diet. Use fresh green chili or black pepper instead of that. Okay, no strong spices, only fresh herbs. No iodized salt. Use rock salt. You know what is rock salt?
Yes.
The sekhana. Yeah. And no excessive cooking, minimal cooking. These are the 10 laws which I just mentioned here. There are 21 laws in all. So you can refer to that and check it. Okay. Thank you so much. Now I would like to call upon Ms. Fatma to continue with the presentation.
Hello everyone. My name is Fatima Patel and I will continue with what are the example of sattvic food. So first we will see the examples of fruits. So the fruit contains melons like muskmelon, watermelon, banana, apple, oranges, peaches, plum, pear. All the juicy fruits comes under the sattvic food. Mango, grapes, papaya, etc. The next one is vegetables. Now all the vegetables are considered sattvic in nature except of onions, garlic, mushrooms and potatoes. Rest all the vegetables comes under the sattvic diet category. So these are gourd, pepper, and leafy vegetables. So which are the vegetables that are not considered as sattvic? Onions, garlic, mushroom and one more. Potatoes, correct. Nuts and seeds. So you can consume the different types of nuts, coconut and the sprouts for the protein and vitamins, minerals and all. All this part is being explained by Ursa. The brown rice. So the normal rice that we eat, white rice, does not come under the sattvic food plan, but instead of that you can use the brown rice, which is healthy. Now this sattvic food have different effects on your body. So the first effect is easy to digest. So these foods are easy to digest as you consume it in the raw form. You do not cook or process them. So if you consume it in the raw form, they are easy to digest and they give your body the more time to heal and it requires the less time to digest. The second one is it helps you to cure the chronic diseases without medication. Now if you eat the healthy food, there are less chances that you might fall ill. And if you fall ill, basically with the medication, the doctors prescribes you a healthier diet plan to overcome that disease. So this plan helps you to overcome the chronic diseases. The next one is it brings the mental clarity and calmness. So if you intake this healthy food on the regular basis, it helps you to promote a good mental health and gives you the clarity and calmness. The first one is, so besides the physical health, it also helps you to maintain a balance between your mind and body. The other benefits are it improves your immune system. Now, as the 40% in your diet plan, if you include this raw vegetables and fruits, sprouts and all, so the nutrients that you intake is vitamins, minerals, proteins and all. It helps you to it helps your immune system to be better and it is in a better state to fight against the diseases. The second one is lose weight. If on everyday basis, if you consume this vegetables, fruits and in the form of salad, not cooked food, and with minimal seasoning, it helps you to lose weight. It gives you a sense of fullness so that you all can avoid the snacks between the meals. So it helps you to reduce the weight. Then it helps the metabolism faster, and the sattvic food is high in fiber, which helps in the better digestion of your food. The next one is it maintains the balance between the body and the mind. Now this diet plan is very famous among the people who practice yoga and exercises. It brings about the flexibility among the people. Now if you eat sattvic food, it helps you to remain energetic and makes your days productive, whereas
sugar or maida oil, fried items, it makes you lethargic and you feel lazy to do your work. So instead, sattvic food helps you to be more productive during your day. And if you eat food and that gives you energy and helps you to be productive, that are considered as good. According to the Ayurveda, the food that does not provide you a good energy and makes you feel lazy is not compatible for your body. The next one is it helps you to stay energetic. A visible change in the body is being seen if you switch to a sattvic diet plan. It helps you to be more flexible and it makes a balance between your body and the mind. So you are in a better position to think, comprehend and be mentally present in the work that you are doing. And it makes your days more productive. So the next slide will be explained by Julie.
Hello everyone, good morning. Even you're all sleepy, you're not participating or not even answering the questions that we asked. But anyway, before we start with the difference between, I would like to know from you all, what did you all learn so far from my members? Can you all summarize the points? You can start from the first.
That stimulates both body and mind. This is what is represented. It is characterized by experience of flavors, either it is sour, hot, sweet or dry. It also has, and they will explain what it does to our body. Then we learned about transit food that I will explain, where it was said that the food that is to be avoided. Then we learned about sattvic food because, sorry I don't know what name, but then she explained the principles that is LWPW, that is very wholesome practice that we follow it. Then we learned the laws, then vegetables, nuts and seeds, how it affects us, then its effects on bodies and minds.
Thank you so much. So you all know, you have understood what we have learned so far?
Yes.
I want to love it. Yes. I can see that you all are listening to what we are saying. Okay. So now we will summarize the points that we have learned so far. Okay. So about Rajasic diet, Tamasic, Rajasic diet, Tamasic and Sattvic. So the first is Rajasic diet. The food is it's hot, it's heavy, rich in spices and also it is high in sodium. Tamasic is it's very unhealthy for the body. It causes destruction to our body. Sattvic is a good sign where foods that make us feel calm, composed and we feel satisfied and it's low in fat and sodium. Digestion of this Rajasic food is slow and it's difficult for the body to process it. In Tamasic, it has a tendency to accumulate fat in our body and it makes us lethargic and causes a lot of diseases. Then Sattvic food is light and easy to digest. It does not make the body, it helps it to digest the food easily. And physical state. This food takes away your energy, makes you lethargic. It eventually takes a toll on your health. It is not easy on the mind, it makes you again feel lethargic and dull. Sattvic is a great way to start your day because one will have more energy throughout the day. Then it is not easy on the blood pressure, it increases. So people with high blood pressure should avoid this Rajasic food. I'm sorry, I cannot pronounce it well. And even the people with high blood pressure should avoid Tamasic food. And they should go to a diet plan of Sattvic. Then examples. Will someone volunteer to read the first example?
Example Rajasic. Example of Rajasic food: foods that are overly salty, sour, spicy or fatty. Vegetables high in sulfur including potatoes, cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower, which are consumed in large quantities, preserved and flavored foods such as jams and jelly.
Who will write in the next column? I want volunteers come and
From this side, ask anyone from this.
Toxic food examples: white flour, preservative laden foods, fish and meat and leftovers, starchy foods as well as canned and tinned foods, preserved foods, flavors and condiments.
Someone else?
Examples of sattvic food: vegetables, rice, wheat, oats, beans, moong dal and other grains, whole green gram, spinach, green beans and other fresh green vegetables, steamed with mild spices, pomegranates, apples, bananas, oranges and grapes, all fresh from the tree.
Will somebody else like to volunteer? Next.
Toxic food, coffee, tea, colas, sodas and alcoholic beverages, mustard, ketchup and fried and roasted foods, cream and sour milk, hot peppers or chilies, garlic, onions, pickles and vinegar, chocolate that's brown or black.
Someone else? Just two more tables then get over.
Toxic high spirits such as whiskey and rum, salted snacks, French fries and other salt preserved foods. Milk, curds and cheese are either cold or been pasteurized. Sweets, fried foods and other fatty foods, pure white, sugar and flour.
The last column.
Is made from fresh fruits and vegetables, raw or lightly toasted seeds and nut mixture, freshly made yogurt, butter, ghee and buttermilk, oils from coconuts, sesame seeds and olives, ginger, cardamom, cinnamon, fennel seed, coriander, dhania and haldi, raw sugar, honey and jaggery.
Thank you. So have you understood the difference between the three foods? I want a loud answer. Yes. Thank you for the conference.
So I think now after everyone explaining, you have to figure out that following a sattvic diet is the key, and it is one of it's said to be the most efficient for long-term life, like to live healthier and happier. Okay, now can you tell me when you eat food, do you think that everything that you eat has a different time frame for digestion? Like if you eat like fruits or grains or etc., they take different time to digest. So I haven't put it in my slide, but fruits take the water-rich fruit. Now in fruits also, we have two kinds of fruits. One is the water-rich fruits, and one are the other fruits that are not rich in water. Now what do you mean by water-rich fruits is that when you try to put it in a mixer or whatever, you get a lot of water out of it, like juice basically. So not all fruits are your water-rich fruits. So now water-rich fruits generally take only 3 to 4 hours to digest, whereas your vegetables take around 6 hours for digestion, and your grains that you eat like your rice, bread, chapati, all of this takes around 18 hours to digest. So what happens in the earlier times when in the older generation, they used to do a lot of work. So the more you work, your body digests the food faster. Okay. But right now in today's world, most of our work, it's like you are sitting at your desk or your body is not really active. So because of that, what happens is we still follow that same old diet where in the morning also we are eating carbohydrates, like people in our Indian households, you might eat like say like poha, upma, or then some of you might eat bread with something or chapati. And now it takes 18 hours to digest it. Now before you can even digest that, again at lunch, again you are eating rice, chapati, with whatever your vegetables and dal. So, and then again in the dinner time, before that is digested, you're already consuming again. So it is not, your body is not really getting that time to digest this food. So that is why in the sattvic diet, we follow less amount of carbohydrates. And I will also tell you how we do that. Now, when you follow, firstly, now if you want to plan yourself, like now I said that since you're already going to be consuming, you know that, oh, I eat this and I need to avoid it. So how can you avoid this? So the first thing is you do meal planning or meal prepping. So you can plan your meals for the entire week. Now how do you do that is you make a list of the ingredients that you would require, that you would want to eat or you would consume over the period of the next 6 to 7 days. Although like nowadays in the West, I've seen this happening a lot, like when you scroll through social media, people show these videos where they are meal prepping for the whole week by cooking and storing it in the fridge. That is not allowed in Sattvic food, or it's not good actually in general to cook your rice and vegetables and put it in containers in the fridge for like over a period of 6 days. You should always try to eat fresh food. Now in Sattvic they say, which is, it's not really possible to follow with such a hectic life, but they say that if you make the food, you should consume it within the next 3 to 4 hours after prepping it, and not like eat morning food in the night or something. You should try to avoid doing that. Now, how can you do your planning? So the first thing is you need to have your fresh ingredients. So in the fresh ingredients we have for your fresh ingredients, you have all these fruits like lemon, melons, papaya, coconut. Now coconut is a very good snacking option, so you can always keep fresh coconut pieces with you rather than me try to go and eat like these chips, and also this keeps you full as well as it's a good healthy fat. Then you have other fruits like pear, orange, mango, banana, so you can keep all these, make a list of what are the fruits that you are going to consume, would want to consume, and you can have that. Then your vegetables. Now ashwood is a very good juice to begin your day with. It helps for your digestion system. And even bottle gourd, spinach, lettuce, all these kinds of vegetables, and herbs also. So these are the list of all the ingredients, even your dry ingredients. Now your dry ingredients, that are your nuts and seeds, and all seeds that are for sprouting like fenugreek and all that, methi, and brown rice, wheat flour, moong dal, and your certain spices. Now the spices also they don't eat, as they already mentioned earlier, we don't consume chili powder and all of that, but the certain stuff like saffron strands, you don't even use saffron powder because that is also adulterated with color at times. So you use saffron strands and all the dry herbs. So you can plan yourself that so the dry ingredients are ones that you can buy on a monthly basis, that for the month whatever you require, and your fresh ingredients can be bought over 2-3 days or on a weekly basis. Now let's see the diet plan. So there are 4 types of diet plans that are there. The first diet plan that is there is a building diet. It's called a building diet plan. Now the building diet plan is for children who are below the age of 16, pregnant women, and those who want to gain weight, or those who want to gain healthy weight. Okay. Then we have the lifestyle diet. Now the lifestyle diet is a diet that you will follow over a long period of time. This is to maintain your weight and to maintain your health. You follow the lifestyle diet. Now the healing diet is the one, these are the ones that you follow, those who have chronic diseases and also those who want to lose weight. Now it is proven that if you do this diet, I will share some videos and research papers based on this, where if you follow this diet, people have cured PCOD, PCOS, diabetes, thyroid, and even cancer to an extent. So you should, this is an ideal way to follow, and I'll explain each of it in detail. And the last one is called the happy disease. Now normally, what do you do when you are sick? If you have like a fever or a cold or a cough, most of people, they immediately go and try to adopt for medicines, like they go to the doctor or off the counter grab a paracetamol or something. Now what they say is when you become sick, it's your body's way of telling you that you have bad bacteria and bad gut health as well. So if you take that medicine, you are suppressing that inside your body. However, they say if you get a cold or a fever, you let that come out naturally, then your body will be better. It will help cure you in the longer run. But we suppress it by taking these medicines. So instead of that, when you have like a fever, cold, or like headache, you can try and follow the happy disease diet. Now let's see what is the happy disease diet. So it is in that diet you can't follow this like every day. It's like only, like I said, only days when you are unwell or spinach, any of those. And then again in your mid morning or your breakfast, you will have throughout the day you're basically only going to have juices. You will continuously have your coconut water or any of the juices when you are following the happy disease diet. And in the night you can have like a vegetable broth that will be like mixed vegetables together, and you can puree that vegetables and you can have that. Now diet. Now in Sattvic we excuse me. In a Sattvic diet we try to follow intermittent fasting. Now why intermittent fasting? We try to follow intermittent fasting because that gives your body that adequate amount of time to digest the food that you have already consumed. So it is advisable to follow at least 16 to 8. Now what do we mean by 16 to 8? That you fast for 16 hours and you eat during a window of 8 hours. Now if you are just starting off, or people who have diabetes etc. can go in for the 14 is to 7, where you eat for you fast for 14 hours and then you eat during the remaining 8 hours. Okay. So when you follow this, again the basic thing is in every plan, whether you go in for the healing lifestyle or the building plan, you wake up in the morning and when you break your fast, you're first supposed to have an ashwood juice or coconut water or any water to mean to mix, because like when you mix it with citrus fruits with other fruit, it doesn't do a good effect on your body. So you're supposed to eat one fruit and preferably a seasonal fruit, and not like unlimited quantity. Like some people feel, oh, I am just eating watermelon, so they eat like 2-3 bowls of watermelon at one go. So no, it has to be in a limited quantity, but any seasonal fruit. Okay, and then your lunch will be a grain meal. What will be a grain meal? So in a grain meal you can eat a sattvic. Now how do you make a sattvic roti? Now as I mentioned earlier, your grains take very long to digest. So like if you eat like chapati, it takes around 18 hours to digest. Okay. So how you can reduce the effect of that is if you take 1 cup of your whole wheat flour. Now nowadays also people are trying to say that we should use multi-grain atta that has jawar, bajra and all the grains mixed together. Now that will take longer to digest because it has multiple grains mixed. You mix any puree of like carrot, your puree, you mix it, you make your normal atta and a normal chapati. It's called as a sattvic roti, and you feel like, oh, it might not taste nice or not like a normal roti, but it does taste the same. It is tasty and healthy, so you can eat that. And along with that, the sabzi and your dal or anything. Now the sabzi also has very less masala, and as they said, it doesn't have onion, garlic or green chilies. I mean, when you prepare it. For your dinner, you can go in for a sattvic salad or a sattvic soup. This is for the healing plan. It's almost the same, but only thing is in the lifestyle plan, in your mid-morning meal, you can have a seasonal fruit or a smoothie bowl. And in the evening, for your evening snack, you can have 3 to 5 dates with coconut or a handful of soaked nuts. Now it's always advisable to soak all your nuts, whether it's your almonds, walnuts, because they say that it lowers the rate and it increases the rate of digestion faster. And the last one is also this is advice for children below the age of 16 and also for athletes. So what they can do is in the morning, again same, the juice and the fruit will be the same. The next one is a pulse meal. Now the pulse meal is they are supposed to consume like chickpeas, lentils, kidney beans, a lot of vegetables. So the proportion, I think it was in Fatima's slide where is it 7 or it was our slide where it showed 70% should be your fruits and vegetables and the remaining balance should be your grains. So here again you consume more of your fruits and your vegetables with like 1 chapati or brown rice. And now the dinner here, if you notice in the other plans we don't follow a grain meal at dinner, but only in the building on, because they are children and they need more nutrition, they need adequate nutrition to function and they have more energy as well, they can go in for a grain meal again in the evening. That's it. Thank you.
So I hope you all like this presentation, and what it was very insightful presentation, and they have done a lot of research and they have prepared the meal plan for all of you, right? So you can follow, it is up to you whether to follow or not, and definitely if you eat your food mindfully, definitely you will not have any health issues. So it is all eating about mindful. So thank you so much. This group has done a wonderful job. And I want reflections from first year students if anybody wants to come and say something. Yes, please. So I request Siddhant to come here and give his reflections on behalf of the entire class. So over to Siddhant.
Good morning, everyone. I would first of all like to thank all our seniors for this wonderful presentation. Can we have a round of applause? Thank you so much for enlightening us about the various types of food there are, seafood and South Indian food, and telling us both the benefits and or the negatives of each type of food. That was insightful, and I think the main thing was that it was not only theoretical, it was practical as well. What food we should eat, what we shouldn't eat, and what is the right quantity to have such to do so. And out of, I think at the end of it, it was all put together, and the Satvik food diet plan was also talked about. And I think that is also very important for us as future teachers. We need to have a lot of energy to go throughout the day to handle our home, our school, and a lot of that. So I believe that having the right diet is the way to go for that, so that we have energy enough to sustain. And I think that's about all I have to say. Thank you so much again, and thank you, ma'am, for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you, Siddhant. If anybody else would like to come and say, you're welcome. Otherwise, we will wrap up the session. Anybody else is there? You have to come here and speak. It's good that they have understood. I don't know about others. And it's not only about listening, but implementing in your daily life.
First of all, I would like to say that it was a very insightful presentation, and I like the slides also, especially Anur's part. It was funny. The slides were very, and all of you were very interactive. I like the Satvik diet plan a lot personally because I have been following intermittent fasting for a long time, since like 11th, 12th grade. Occasionally, sometimes if something tasty is cooked in dinner, I have dinner. Otherwise, I don't. And my mother is in full support of this plan. She has bajra ki roti, she has put wheat. So personally I have been experiencing this, and I can tell you it has a lot of benefits. Whatever they have claimed, it is true, and if you apply this in your life, you will reap benefits within like a week or two. So I love the presentation and I enjoyed it. Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Anybody else would like to come and reflect? Okay, so if no one, so we end the session, and then stay tuned for more presentations, right? So we'll come back soon, as you have seen the timetable, with more insightful presentations. So thank you everyone, and have a nice day. Thank you.
Okay everyone, so we will be sharing one form, and please fill that on priority. Okay, thank you. Okay, so if anyone wants the PPT, we will be sharing that also with the form, and fill that on priority form. Okay. So thank you. मैं आपको शेयर करूँगा, आप स्लाइड और दोनों शेयर